Hello and welcome to Animation Mentor. Today we'll be exploring the online student campus here at AM. In order for you to be able to log into the student campus, you must be a registered student of one of our upcoming workshops, our 12-week character animation courses, or you're an alumni of Animation Mentor. Let's get started. Head on over to animationmentor.com. From there, you'll notice two icons in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. The first is the shopping cart icon. That's where you'll go to register and pay for any workshop or 12-week character animation course that you're approved to start off with. This is also where you'll go to create your account login information for the student campus. Go ahead and click on this pair of eyeballs sitting right next to the shopping cart. That's Spike. He'll take you to the next page of the login process. Go ahead and click on that orange login button. Input your email address and the password you just created. Click on login. Now that we're logged into the online student campus, the first thing that you'll see is the Animation Mentor newsfeed. The newsfeed is full of events and topical items that we feel is pretty important for our students to check out. We do a weekly video news every Monday. We offer live Q&A sessions on a regular basis. If you need help with different projects and possibly one of your assignments coming up, you can always request a peer buddy as well. A peer buddy is basically an advanced student that helps you through areas that you might be struggling with a bit. So anything that you feel is going to help you as a resource, come on over here to the newsfeed. Let's take a look around at some of the other features that the student campus has to offer. You can see up at the top there's a series of tabs that are up here and other subcategories right down here. We're going to stay on the activity feed and check out all campus activity. This brings up the freshest student work that you could possibly find. You can see here this student just posted this shot 6 minutes ago. This student just posted this just now, as it says. So in many cases, students are posting their work here so that you and I can check it out and maybe explore it a little bit further. So if you find yourself interested in checking out a shot, you can just hover your mouse cursor over it and it'll give you a little quick preview of that actual shot. If you find yourself wanting to find out more about that shot, go ahead and click on it and it'll take you in for a deeper dive. Let's take a look at this one. This student happens to be in class 6. Feature animation, acting, and polish. Let's take a look at what she's working on.
Can we try to have an optimistic outlook? Huh? Can we buck up just enough to see the world won't fall apart? Maybe this year we decide we're not giving up before we've tried. This year we make a new start.
That is a great shot. You can see she's even got the reference video in there as well. Very nice work by the student. This is nice about the campus because you can see students' work that happen to be in class 6, which is the last class in the character animation program, or you can even look at students that are just starting out. For most students, if they've never studied Maya before, we offer a 6-week Maya workshop that we do recommend most students start off with. It's a great way to get you started learning the software, and you'll actually be animating some shots within that workshop as well. So this is the all-campus activity feed. So not only will you see student shots, but you'll also see some of the items that we saw in the news feed here as well. If you just want to look at student work, come on over here and click All Assignments. That will allow you to look at some of that same work that we just looked at, but without any newsfeed items in there as well. Before you turn in your work every Sunday, it's always good to get some feedback from either your peers, which are current students, or other mentors that are in other classes or even alumni. So we make that resource available to you, and I'll show you where that lives in just a short bit. For the time being, let's come over here to these other subcategories. So if you want to just look at students' work from students that you happen to be following, go to just following, select that feature. If you just want to look at posts that you've done, go ahead and click on My Post. If you feel like posting a shot of your own and sharing with the Animation Mentor community, just come right over here, click on the orange Post tab. This will take you to an area where you can either browse your computer for the file or you can drag it and drop it right in there. If you're looking for feedback on something that you've been working on throughout the week, you might type something like this. Hey guys, this is a week 9 work in progress. Any feedback is welcome. Then they're going to ask you, where do you want to post it to? Well, when you become a student of Animation Mentor, you'll have two choices. You'll either have community, which is the feed that we're looking at here, or you'll have your actual course. News will not be an option of yours. I have it as my feature simply because I work here as well. Once you've selected that particular area that you want to post it, you click Post. Next, we're going to come up to the top. There's a variety of different tabs that live up here. Activity is that other tab that we'd already played around with, giving you the options to choose all of these subcategories right here. If you'd like to filter some of the campus out, you can click on the campus feature, come over here and click the filter tab. If you just want to look at mentor profiles, click on the mentors box. It's going to bring up all of the mentors that teach for Animation Mentor. You want to explore them and see what they're doing, just go ahead and click on their tile. It'll take you right over to who they are. You can look at everything that they've been working on. You can look at all of the classes that they've been teaching for us. Take a look at their demo reel here. Pretty much anything that you want to know about the mentor, you'll be able to find it out right here. Now, you can also filter the campus out to where you're just looking at Peer Buddies. Peer Buddies is a great service that we provide for our students. If you feel like you're in a little bit of need for some extra help with some of the work that you're currently tasking, you can request a peer buddy absolutely for free. Now, if I just want to look at alumni, maybe I want to check out all graduate student work. I'll click Campus. I'll click on Alumni. Now I can look at all of the graduates from Animation Mentor. I can see who they are. I can check out everything that they've done since day one with us. Pretty much everything that they've done here at Animation Mentor will be listed here under their profile. Now, the My Files button. This is where all of our characters live. So if I click My Files, I click on the asset library, you can see the variety of different characters that we do have for our students to use. Much like a video game, you'll be unlocking different levels as you progress through our program. Obviously, acting rigs are only going to be used in the acting courses. You can see the variety of different character rigs that our students have to choose from. So depending on where you are in the program, these will be the character rigs that you'll be able to unlock. One of the great things about being an alumni of Animation Mentor is the fact that you never lose login access to the student campus, and that also means that you can continually use any of the character rigs that you've used in the past will always be available for you to use even after you've graduated from our school. Another great feature of the My Files area is the General Assets area. So if I click on General Assets, maybe I want to build a set. Well, I can either choose a set that's already built, or I can also go back over and I can use some of the tools that are actually in the set itself. So if I'm building a set here, yet I wanted to add some separate components, I can come to the prop area. I can add furniture. I can add musical instruments. I can add tools, toys, vehicles, whatever I want to use, I can add to my shot. We want you spending more time animating and less time figuring out what can I model. So that's under the My Files area. Be sure to check that out when you have a chance. One of my favorite tabs is the Resource tab. So when I click on the Resources tab, it gives us options to look at our blog, demos and tips, downloads, and student resources. I like the demos and tips area simply because I like to dive into a lot of content. So when I click demos and tips, this takes me to a massive library of videos. Maybe I want to do a little bit of brushing up on the graph editor in Maya. Come on down here. You can see I've been watching this particular one because they're all time-stamped. So I know exactly where I've left off with these videos. Maybe I want to figure out how to modify one of the character rigs. Oh, here we go. Here's one on modifying rigs. Let's click the drop down and let's see what options I do have available. Great, I was thinking about adding a ponytail to a character. Let's go ahead and create one right here. They'll give you a quick overview on how to actually do that and actually rig the ponytail as well. Pretty cool. This is just the Maya section. If you wanted to dive into some creature animation, maybe look into some quadruped animation, you can look at it here. If you want to find out more about the animation industry in itself, there's a bunch of great content here. And then, of course, the 12 principles of animation, which is basically what you're going to master in Class 1, Animation Basics. So definitely check out the demos and tips area when you have a chance. Under downloads, you're going to find that this is where our students will go to find out all about Maya, the GUI picker, pretty much anything that you're going to need while you're attending Animation Mentor. Maya is something that you do not have to pay for as a student of Animation Mentor. Simply go to the Maya Access tab, and then you can check out all the information that's here. Also under Resources is the Student Resources tab. This is a massive library of information. Mainly it's here for new students, as it says, New Student Orientation. The video that's here now is from our previous class. We have a new video that's done every term. You'll be invited to attend the live orientation. If you can't attend the live orientation, not to worry. We'll send out a replay link of that orientation video. It's usually about an hour or so, and most of the video talks about how to set up your profile. How do you attend your live Q&A when it's time? I'll show you 2 ways you can attend your live Q&A in just a short bit. This one also shows you how to submit your assignment. That's pretty important to note. How to convert your Maya Play Blast to an MP4. How do you prepare video reference? There's a great video here that's 7 minutes and 25 seconds that I tell students all the time to watch. It's a step-by-step instruction on how to actually submit your assignments at the end of each week. That's an important topic. You don't want to work so hard on a beautiful, beautiful animation shot and then not be able to get it uploaded in time for your mentor to review it. So be sure to watch these videos that are here. They're definitely going to be useful to you. Now, there's a bunch of other information that lives here. There's info here on time management, stress, success tips, career resources, plus a variety of different survival guides here for you to check out. You could tell by the timestamp I've been over here at the Career Resources tab often because it looks like I've been reading on it. Let's go ahead and click the drop down under Career Resources. If we look over to the right, there's some great resources here for helping you with your resume, your cover letter, a lot of information on blog posts and resource library and festivals and things like that that are going on. There's a great job board here. It's current animation jobs updated by Chris Main. This job board is normally updated every day or so. Let's check it out and see what it looks like. Now, depending on when you watch this video, these dates could look fresh or they might not look fresh. The items that are in the blue section up here are all what we call featured jobs. These are jobs that are hiring now. The yellow that are coming up right now, these are all the most recent jobs that have been posted. So we make this available to you as a student, not only when you first started Animation Mentor, but even after you graduate Animation Mentor, I had mentioned before, you never lose your login access. That also means that you have continued access to this job board as well. Now that we've looked at some of the items on the top part of the screen up here, let's head over to the right-hand side of the screen. You've got a search bar. So if you're looking to search out a specific student or a mentor, you can come up here and do it. Maybe you're interested in checking out our Women in Animation Student Club. That's something we can search quite easily. We type in WIA, Women in Animation. It takes us right to their profile. I can click on it, see exactly what they've got going on. They've got some events coming up very, very soon. If you'd like to be part of our Women in Animation Student Club, it's very easy to fill out a form and be part of the cause. We'd love to have you. We've looked at the search bar. Now let's find out how you can attend classes here at Animation Mentor. There's a couple of ways you can do that. You can either come over to My Courses, select your course, come right over here to Students, and then that will bring up your Student tab where you can log into your live Q&A just by selecting the Attend Q&A button. The other way you can attend your live Q&A is the event calendar. If I click on the event calendar, if you're registered for a workshop or a course, your live Q&A will appear in either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday of that week. As an example, all you need to do to attend your live Q&A is hover your mouse cursor over the title, click on the orange camera icon, and it drops you right into your live session. You'll notice there are a variety of other events that are here on the event calendar. One of those events is dailies. Dailies is going to be a big part of your life while you're working in the animation industry. We want to get you familiar with dailies by offering them here for you as well. So if you're working on an assignment during the week and it's a complex animation shot and you want to make sure that you're on the right track, we do recommend that you attend 1 to 2 dailies a week if you can. If you like, you could even drop into our Saturday homework lab that we host for 12 hours. So if you want to just work alongside other students from all the different workshops and courses here, the 12-hour homework lab is a great way to do that and to kind of keep our community thriving as well. So we strongly urge you to attend those events if you can. Next, we're going to take a look at our message center. You can either message other students that are here in class, you can message your mentor and also receive messages from myself, from other students, from your mentor, right through the message center. Then there's the notification window. The notification window is here so that if somebody happens to comment on one of your shots that you've posted here, or you possibly have a new follower of your profile, this is exactly where you're going to see that pop up. So if you're curious to find out, oh wow, it looks like I was just mentioned in a comment by Sarth. Let's click on it and see what it was about. So Sarth had posted this walk cycle. I happened to come across it and see it. And I thought it was really, really cool. And so I dropped in a comment for Sarth. Hey, Sarth, great looking walk cycle so far. Keep it up. And he sent out a little thank you to me. It looks like Sarth also has a peer buddy. Remember, I mentioned that a peer buddy is somebody that can get you back on track with areas you might be struggling in, or maybe you just need some useful advice from a peer buddy. You can get connected with one of them. So you can tell that his peer buddy is Gotti. Gotti went ahead and not only gave comments on the actual shot, but it looks like Gotti even had some drawovers for Sarth as well. Let's take a look. So you can see some of the comments that Sarth is being informed about right here. And then you can see the drawovers right here. This particular side of the page, this is actually what we call our feedback tool. Very similar to what you might find with Sync Sketch. This is something that's integrated into all students' profile. This is what your mentor is going to be using to review your work and do drawovers over the top of your shot. And this is also what your peer buddy is going to be using to actually help you with some of your shots as well. The top right-hand side of the screen, that is where you're going to set up your profile. So it's pretty easy to set up your profile. Just click on the blank image that will be there when you log in. Click on My Profile. This is where you can go ahead and add some of your artwork if you have any to add. You can add a reel. You can add a cover image. You can add just an image here. You can put a quote here if you like. You can add any skills that you have. And then it's time to start following students. So you can follow a variety of students and mentors. So we do urge you to follow your classmates, follow your mentor, connect with people, whether it be on Discord, whether it be through our student campus, maybe it's over in the event calendar where you're attending one of the 12-hour homework labs. Now, to give you a brief overview of sort of a week in the life of a student, how do you attend your class? What does the training tab look like? How do I know what I'm working on this week? I'll give you an example. You simply can come up to the top left-hand corner, select My Courses, click the drop down. It will bring up your course. All you need to do is click on it. It'll take you to a window that you'll see that'll look like this one. The first thing I'm going to do is click on the Training tab. The Training tab is going to bring up all 12 weeks of the course syllabus that I'm working on this week. This week happens to be an in-depth look at hips. So that is my assignment this week. Here's my assignment checklist for the week. Here is an assortment of videos that I have to watch to kind of get myself ready and to start putting together my assignment during the week. After I've watched many of these videos, then it's time for me to attend my live Q&A. I may either click the Students tab and click Attend Q&A to drop into my live class, or I might come over to the event calendar and find my live class over there. It's up to you whichever way seems to work best for you. Once you have gone through your class and you've turned in your homework on Sunday by 12 noon Pacific time, then what will happen is that your mentor is going to go ahead and leave you what is called a video e-critique. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at an e-critique for a student. In this case, we're going to be choosing Scott Lemmer as the mentor for this particular e-critique. Let's take a look at this student. As you submit your homework each week, it has to be submitted by 12 noon Pacific time, as I've mentioned several times. After the mentor has given you a grade for your assignment, or what they call a rating, you can see that this particular student received a 4 for her assignment that week. Then what you want to do is you want to watch the e-critique that the mentor has left. To watch the e-critique, you simply click on the eyeball. It's going to take you to the shots that this student has submitted for her weekly assignment. Her mentor, Scott Lemmer, did the review based upon all of these shots that she submitted. Let's hear what Scott has to say.
All right. Hey, Anna, how you doing? I'm just taking a look at your assignment here for the week. So I want to start with the revision, and I think this is looking really great. It's looking really nice. So the only thing I would say is at the very end here, I think, as we're kind of like capturing like the weight of that tail coming down, I think we could probably get a little bit more follow through. And then I think like the base of the tail could probably start coming up here just a little bit sooner. Just you're kind of leading a little bit more at the base of the tail. And then as it comes down here, what I would do is just give yourself a little more room to kind of transition spacing wise, because it feels like it pops a little bit here. It's just like a little too big of a movement. I think we can just soften like the tip of the tail, but then also start to recover here just a little faster with the base.
So that's just a small example of what an e-critique looks like. The nice thing about these e-critiques is that all of these signify a different e-critique for each particular week. If you happen to be a student that's gone through all 6 of our character animation courses, not only will you have all of that knowledge in your back pocket, but you'll also be able to go back and revisit every one of your previous e-critiques from every class you've ever taken, as well as being able to access that training tab for your entire syllabus for every course you've ever taken. So anything that you've done with us, whether it be a workshop, a character animation program in itself, you're always able to go back and revise any of the things that you've done before and continually work on your shots as you progress through this program and even beyond that after graduation. We hope this tour was helpful for you, and we look forward to seeing you on campus. Talk to you soon.